Now let's see the head of technology. The operation is released by CBC Group Singapore Limited. Uh, there is a permanent full-time operation, and the salary is high. And there have 89 applications post on May 30, closing on June 29. Operation will the how to say the pronunciation the word
Vacancies.
vacancies. The vacancy will close on 29 June 2022, 2023. Okay, let's begin the role responsibility. First is the introduction for the company. CBC Group, Asia's largest healthcare dedicated investment firm, is committed to creating value and integrating global resource. Founded in 2014, very new company. CBC has a leading team of investment, industry, and portfolio management professional headquarters in Singapore with offices in Shanghai, Beijing, Hong Kong, and New York, and presence in Boston, San Diego, Brasilia, San Francisco, Seoul, London, and Tokyo. CBC focus on platform building, buyout, credit, and growth-focused opportunities across multiple core areas within the healthcare sector, including pharmaceutical, and biotech. Pharmacy,
Pharmaceutical.
pharmaceutical, pharmaceutical and biotech, medical technology and healthcare service. We are looking for a seasoned technology professional to join our expanding global business. This is an individual contributor role and the main point person for IT application and infrastructure matter. So I think this is operation focused on the internal application and for the global infrastructure building, and focus on their business just for the investment and maybe some portfolio focused on the shareholder marketing, stock marketing, all this. But the main business for the CVC is investment focused on the
Pharmaceutical.
pharmaceutical and biotechnology. There is a rapid developing company. Okay, we are looking for a seasoned technology professional to join our expanding global business. This is an individual contributor role and the main point person for IT application and infrastructure matter. I think this man will not very high ability or technology, but he should be very honor and high mature, and for her personality is very honest. I think it is important for her for the PE company, for the investment companies, because you can see so many information by your eye, but you cannot move on for this all this information. You must be honest. Okay, let's see. The location is in Singapore. The role and the responsibility. First one, provide a solution to the issue challenging faced by business in terms of process and technology. This is basic information for the IT. Second, manage problems, issues, information security, risks, and dependence across the firm's application landscape. I think the security and risk management in the company is very important, because for the investment project there is so important for defense the miscellaneous program, defense the hacker, and prevent the information leaking by internal employees. This is important for IT because so many working is on our computer and our networking. You must protect your notebook, your storage, all this, and your mobile phone. You must focus on the security. This is important. Third, business analysis, technology analysis, and project management for fund management applications. I think maybe there is a mature solution, maybe some management applications suited for these companies, but the victim, the candidate must know about the solution, know about the technology such as analysis, such as BI, and all this, including database, including the front end, the back end, and all this technology. He must know all this very detailed. Next, co-manager and mental IT helpdesk support team and application support team. Co-manager, this means there may be some outsourcing helpdesk teams and outsourcing vendor teams support the application focused on the important business. Next line, manage application project or changes to existing systems. Maybe there is some requirement to update the applications. So the operation will focus on the requirement updating and all this system document, all this detail, including the patch and the bugs. You must understand how to solve it. Okay. Next slide. Manage an important cybersecurity program and data losing protection strategy. Yes, it is very important because you can see there is so many hackers in the internet. For example, I have last year I have practiced some Linux server on AWS, but at that time I always use my laptop to log into the server directly. Just not use I use the certification, and at the same time I use the SSH, and you can access the server by some ports. But at that time, maybe 2 weeks later, the Linux server is hacked by someone. So I found there is some weakness. You just log into the server by SSH. Because the port 22 is some problem, you must guarantee. You must guide it. You must guide every process in your server, and focus on every code you have used. There is maybe there is no signature the programs I have used in my personal server. I think for the corporate server, this is not illegal. You must issue the certificate to every program. It is very important because it is money, very big money. Next line, provide subject matter project subject matter experts to technology and business staff. I think this role must be experts, maybe have some training and write some documentation to our colleagues, so let them to know what is they should do, and what is important they cannot do. For example, the password and the fingerprint, and for your eyes, the how to say 虹膜技术 iris, yes,
iris technology.
I used the iris module in our analysis. Iris is a basic template to practice for our analysis. Okay, it is very important to training your colleagues. Next line. Develop a software and technology architecture design strategy. It is common technology. Next line. Maintain, update, and enforce application related standard and policy. I see. The IT application must cater for the inner policy and the inner requirement. For example, I have deployed a firewall to my uh, friends. Just when I in China, I'm both of our IT companies. I provide the router. The brand is Juniper. The Juniper network firewall can do everything. You can find which program is try to access the internet, and they try to bring some information out of your companies. So we have make so many policies to prevent all this information leaking. For example, not very suitable. You can find if you install Microsoft Office in your Mac OS, you can find there is a program named version update. The program always activity in your backend. It always try to take something out of your laptop and try to tell Microsoft how this laptop they are using our product and the concurrent version, the concurrent space they are using, but you cannot suffer. It is not. I think it is not illegal. It even installed a driver. For example, the sound blast driver. For example, the space driver. They want to know everything. They want to know your font because you must install their font provided by Microsoft, not by Apple, and they must use their sound driver released by Microsoft, not use the Apple's driver. It is so weird. I think it is not good for business. You run some Microsoft Office on Mac OS. I don't think so. It's a good program in Mac OS because on Mac OS every program must run in shared box. This means the information is protected by the Mac OS and cannot be leaked to others. But Microsoft they install the Microsoft Office by the PKG the package, so he can install some driver by themselves. So he can keep their activity in the backend, so we cannot know what they want to do and what they transfer to their servers. It is unknown chatbox. So I think this is why I do not like the Microsoft indeed. Next line. General support for business user on IT related issues. I think maybe the both and the HOD they have some problem, some question about the IT. You must to tutorial them to use the laptop. For example, I always tutorial my wife to use the macOS because macOS is so smooth and so quickly to use. But for initial user, there is so many questions must to ask. Okay, it is funny. Next line. Liaise with Shanghai office and external vendors for system update and enhancement issues. Okay, I see. Maybe all of this program is released by Shanghai colleges. So the operation must communication with the Shanghai colleges very smoothly to know everything, to understand everything. It is necessary to have native language in Mandarin. Maybe you must know some Shanghainese, Shanghaini. You must know them so we can working smoothly. Okay, let's see the minimal job requirements. Required a bachelor degree in in computer science, computer engineering, and other technology related course from reputable university. Yes, you must be graduate from a reputable university. Next, minimum 12 to 15 years working experience in PE, VC, asset management, or financial related area. That means you have some experience. You know what about the working in PE or VC, because I have some experience for entrepreneur for my companies. So I have some relationship with Shanghai investment companies, and all of these both they like me. But I just finished my business in Shanghai and come to Singapore. Next line. Familiar with PE and VC related tools and applications. You must have some analysis tools released to focus on the portfolio management. For example, the insurance, for example, the investment tools used on maybe the Bloomberg and all of this, maybe Wande. All of these tools you must know about it. This is a very close interface, very close the systems. There is independent networking you must know. And if you are junior to the industry, you cannot understand what about their working method. Okay, next line. Sound project management and change management skills. That means the management for the internal applications and management to implement for the update. All this you must focus on the features update. Maybe update is a disaster. Maybe update is a good thing for everyone. You must have some test in advance. Next line. Good to have database experience. For example, Oracle SQL Server, Salesforce, Ifront, DioCloud, or equivalent iLevel, Yadi, and equivalent electric. Yes, I think I know all of these database and all of these Ifront the tools to analyze the finance or all of these things. Next line, experience in leading remote team and collaborated effectively. You must know everyone, their ability and their working, and so you can so you can have the remote team. You can assign the task and monitor their progress, monitor their KPI and SAOA. Just for local and remote, there is different. But I think in Singapore and Shanghai, there is in the same time zone, so it is maybe some easy. And for IT guys, I think it is very easy because everyone they are, if they have task, they can do everything very good. If there is no task, there there is no management. They always used to have some WeChat and all these things. It is different from China, because in Singapore, when you are working times, you cannot use your WeChat by your mobile phone or even install it in your personal computer. But in Shanghai, I know so many people they working in PE or VC, they always use their mobile phone in their working time. It is not suitable, I think so. But some moral managers in the how to say 基金经理in Indonesia, fund manager, yes, fund manager, they always power off their mobile. It is important, and you must say nothing to others about your working. Next line, ability to translate user requirement into technology terms. That means if you got some requirement from your boss, from the business, for example, the fund manager, you must understand it. Yes, you must know anything about it, and you can translate it into the technology, and you can describe it to the vendor for the solution. So it is fortunately I have the examination from 基金资格 I have the certification in 证券基金 shareholder fund certification in China, but I not listed it in my resume. Sorry, I forgot to list it. Next line. Good interpersonal and effective communication skills. I think communication is necessary for everyone, not in IT but in business. But in IT, you must hold on a ruler. What you say, what you write down, it is important. Just in IT operation, you have the power, you have the ability, but you must stop your hand, you must stop your eye, you must say nothing to anyone. Next line, excellent writing and communication and presentation skills. Presentation skills is to describe what you understand and translate it to others. Last one, additional language proficiency will be added advantage. Yes, I see. Mandarin, Chinese, Shanghainese, and maybe Brazil, maybe I think maybe the Francis. Okay, I remember some words about the France. 1, 2, 3, un, deux, trois. It is France. Thank you. See you next time.